What's going on, guys? Messi here and welcome to a brand new video. Welcome to your daily dose of transfer gossip. And today is going to be Saturday the 22nd of June. Got confirmed news to go through as well as the rumours. So just before we get started, if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time, it's a new transfer upload. And finally, in the comment section below, what player made you fall in love with football? Right, let's get started with the confirmed deals, and this very first one was considered a bit of a troll transfer yesterday, and the reason for that is the way the Barca announced it. But the player is going to be Mike van Benen, I probably said his name wrong there, but he has joined Barca B from NAC Breda on a free deal. He signed a 2-year contract, and the interesting part of his transfer is that the Dutch defender, obviously he's not De Ligt, which a lot of fans wanted, but he is the son of the agent of Frankie de Jong, who obviously was a key part in negotiating his move to Barca in the first place. So I'm not sure if it was, but it could have been part of that deal. Next up though, we have got Anthony Uja. He has joined Union Berlin from Mainz for €2 million. Petr Cech has returned to Chelsea, obviously not as a player now as he's retired, but he's now their new technical and performance advisor. His last game as a professional footballer was for Arsenal against Chelsea in the Europa League final a few weeks ago, and now has returned to Stamford Bridge. Then we have one of my favourite players as a Liverpool fan, that is Fernando Torres. Of course he left on bad terms, but I understand why now. The club was in such a mess when he left. But he's now officially announced his retirement from football at the age of 35. And he's one of the reasons I actually mentioned that question of the day about what players made you fall in love with football. And for me, I'd probably go as far as saying that the combination of Gerrard and Torres back in the day for Liverpool, that's what made me really love football. And one thing I really want to see for FIFA 20 is a Torres icon card. I'm not sure if it'll happen because they haven't really got too much time to work it out, but if it does happen, I'll definitely get him in my team. Then we move on to Raul. He's returned to Real Madrid now as the Real Madrid Castilla head coach for next season, and unlike Torres, should I say, he is an icon on FIFA 19. Then we move on to Zinchenko. He signed a 3-year contract extension which takes his deal now at City until 2024, and I think he still holds that crazy stat that every game he's played in the Premier League, he's won. Vilhena has joined Krasnodar in Russia from Feyenoord in the Eredivisie. That's a €9 million fee for him. Then we have a FIFA Ultimate Team legend. It's Malapa, and he's joined the UAE side Ittihad Kalba. It's from VVV Venlo, and it's a €2.5 million fee. And he only joined the Dutch side a few weeks ago on a permanent basis from Dynamo Dresden after a successful loan spell, and he cost him just €500,000. And next up we got a strange story, and the reason for that is because at first, the timeline, Celtic reached an agreement, but they released a statement suggesting the player and the agent, they're essentially being greedy. Then Norwich agreed a fee for him, and now he's going to Celtic. But according to Sky Sports, they said that Celtic are expected to complete the deal for Motherwell midfielder David Turnbull. It could well be announced today, so it could be a confirmed deal. Again, weird timeline for that one. And next up we've got a fair few stories about Martin Odegaard, and first up according to TV2. They're saying Real Madrid's Martin Odegaard has arrived in Germany to negotiate a deal with Bayer Leverkusen. And Würzburg International are saying he's close to reaching a loan deal with Leverkusen, and it could be announced today. And then Koppe, or Cadena Koppe, they're suggesting he's now deciding whether to go to Leverkusen or stay in Spain with Real Sociedad. And he was linked to Ajax for a fair amount of time, but the sporting director Mark Overmars, he decided against pursuing the attacker any further. Gianluca Di Marzio is reporting that AC Milan are closing in on a deal for Stuttgart defender Ozan Kabak. The Serie A club are hoping for a positive response from Stuttgart after recent talks, who could sell the 19-year-old Turkey international should they receive an offer of around €15 million. They were relegated, so it could put a bit of pressure on them to sell, and the likes of West Ham, Bayern and Schalke have also shown interest. Man City have appeared to beat Man United to the £65 million signing of Harry Maguire, with a medical for the centre-back penciled in, according to the Daily Star. And for City, they need to bring in a centre-back this summer with Vincent Kompany departing, unless they plan on using Kyle Walker there next season. And now moving on according to L'Equipe, They're saying Paris Saint-Germain are keeping a close eye on Tonali. Having just returned to PSG as sporting director, Leonardo is a fan of the young Italian midfielder and has already offered €30 million. The apparent asking fee for him is €35 million, so an agreement doesn't seem to be too far away, but the midfielder is yet to decide on his future. And he could well take the same path as Marco Verratti, so moving to Paris Saint-Germain at the age of 19 before even playing in Serie A. The Daily Mail are suggesting that Inter Milan and Atletico Madrid are both interested in signing Southampton's 29-year-old England fullback Ryan Bertrand, and the Saints are apparently asking for £10 to £15 million for his services. Then we have one from Calcio Mercato. There said Nicolo Barella wants to move to Inter, despite Roma having agreed on a fee with Cagliari. Roma have offered Pellegrini and De Frel and money to secure the signing of Barella, and have outpaced Inter's offer. But Inter have an agreement with the player, and he refuses to go back on the promises made to Inter, and they're still favourites to get him. And next up, Gianluca Di Marzio is reporting that Atalanta have made a decisive move for Gianluigi Buffon, that's in their preparation for their first campaign in the Champions League. Despite Atalanta providing the best offer from an Italian club, Porto still lead the race for the legendary 41-year-old goalkeeper. Buffon is contemplating his future after his PSG experience, and rumours are saying he may take a year off, but bear in mind he is 41, most goalkeepers are retired by then. Estadio e Dia are saying that Liverpool have identified Real Betis left-back Junior Firpo as a possible replacement for Alberto Moreno. The Spanish publication Sport is also reporting the defender has a €45 million release clause, or £45 million should I say, in his Betis contract. Now, I'm not sure if I believe this one too much because we've got Andy Robertson, who is one of the best left-backs in the world right now. Alberto Moreno's gone on a free transfer somewhere else, and do I think we'd spend £45 million on a backup left-back? I'm not too certain. Keylor Navas is set to leave Real Madrid for Benfica, according to Ebola. The Costa Rica international goalkeeper has slipped down the pecking order at the Santiago Bernabeu and is expected to move on this summer. There were rumours suggesting he wants to go on a free transfer and be released from his contract, but I'm not too sure how far that's gone. Yahoo Sport France are reporting that Borussia Dortmund have considerable interest in signing 26-year-old French forward Plea. The Gladbach forward only joined the Bundesliga club last summer from OGC Nice, but has made a considerable impression, scoring 12 goals in 34 German First Division games. There were rumours linking him to a move to the Chinese Super League back in January, but nothing materialised, and if Dortmund bring him in as well, alongside Julian Brandt, Hummels, I'm definitely forgetting players here, Thorgan Hazard, and there's one more, it'd be an incredible window. Oh yeah, the player I'm forgetting is the left-back Schulz. But next up, according to Le Parisien, they're saying an agent mandated for Argentine midfielder Leandro Paredes was present in Russia yesterday to have discussions with various clubs. That's to find the 24-year-old an exit door from Paris Saint-Germain, just 6 months after joining him from Zenit St. Petersburg. The agent in question is not seeking for a loan deal, but a permanent transfer for the player. And that is a strange one to see because he's very promising player in the Serie A, and then he made the move to PSG for a big fee. He cost them like €40 million, and he won an award last year for the worst transfer in Ligue 1. And Chelsea fans might be quite relieved they missed out because they were rumoured to get him at one point in January, being moved to Paris instead. And now moving on according to L'Equipe, they're saying newly appointed Paris Saint-Germain sporting director Leonardo is in regular contact with the agent of 24-year-old Serbian and Latvian midfielder Milinkovic Savic. The newspaper claims that Leonardo is in regular contact with Matija Kezman, who's a former PSG player, and is currently the agent of Milinkovic Savic. It could cost a massive fee to sign the midfielder, but Leonardo is intent on giving a deal a go. And that could tie in with the rumour before, because they could use the funds they get from Paredes going elsewhere and then potentially move them on to Milinkovic Savic. And now, according to Le Ten Sport, they're saying Felipe Coutinho is seriously considering leaving Barcelona after just a year and a half in Spain, with several Premier League clubs interested in him, including his former side Liverpool. And a quote from Coutinho a couple days ago does say, "I don't know if I'll continue at Barcelona, nobody knows about the future, and right now I'm only focused on playing with my national team at the Copa America." Then we have got two rumours about Neymar, and first up is according to Mundo Deportivo. They're saying Real Madrid have made a €125 million offer for PSG forward Neymar and would add either Gareth Bale or James Rodriguez to any deal. Rodriguez is close to going to Napoli on a loan deal with a permanent basis, and for Gareth Bale, they just want to see him go. And the second one is according to Sport, and they're suggesting that Barca have tabled an offer of €100 million plus Felipe Coutinho for Neymar. Both clubs are hoping that offering PSG a massive and sizable fee plus a playmaker will tempt them, but we'll have to wait and see. I can't see both clubs paying the 220 mil asking price. And next up, according to AS, they're saying Real Madrid are hoping to land Kylian MBAPPE not this summer, but in 2020. That's as Florentino Perez returns to the planning of signing one Galactico every summer. The Liga Giants hope MBAPPE does not renew his contract, which runs through 2023. They then hope he'd hand in a transfer request to force through a move, and Madrid feel confident they could offer him a salary of €15 million, a bump up from his current 12 mil. And next up we have a rumour about De Ligt, and this was according to RMC, and they're saying that Juve and PSG are both still interested in a defender. Barca have not given up on the Dutchman, who will not make a decision on his future until the end of his holidays, and Real Madrid in recent hours have entered the race. Do I think they'll sign De Ligt? I think they're probably one of the least favourites for the simple fact they've already brought in Eden Militao, and the potential partnership along the line of Varane and Militao, I'm not sure they need De Ligt just yet. Another confirmed deal that's just gone through is going to the Colombian striker Luis Muriel making his switch to Atalanta. It's from Sevilla for an undisclosed fee, although the papers are suggesting it's €18 million, and he's wearing the number 9 shirt. And for FIFA 20, it means a new hyperlink to Duvan Zapata. But that, guys, is going to be it for this video. So if you could do that good stuff by leaving a like rating, press the subscribe button if you're new, and press the bell notification next to it so you never miss an upload. Yesterday's episode will be down below in the description box, and current schedule every day at 8 AM UK time is a new transfer episode. And finally, in the comment section below, what player made you fall in love with football? So thank you for watching this video, I'll see you next time.